This is a pep talk. I'm Erin O'Byrne and welcome to Everything EFL podcast. I'm passionate about serving teachers and I offer training for schools and institutions whose language teachers need a little refresher, a change of mindset and some super practical ideas to put into their classrooms straight away. There is no one-size-fits-all lesson plan, but you've got a friend and support system in me. I can help reduce your overwhelm, give you some teacher inspiration, and improve your work-life balance. How? With some solid advice, takeaways you can try out immediately, and some much-needed teacher love, because your well-being is important too. Are you ready to make small changes one step at a time and remember how amazing you are? Let's go! Hello, you gorgeous teacher. If you're one of my lovely regular listeners, welcome back. If you're brand new to Everything EFL podcast, you are most welcome and I hope you stick around. This week, I'd like to talk to you about mindset. Nothing new there. Does your work make a point of checking in on you? Asking how you are? Are they concerned with your mental health? When you trained to be a teacher, were you warned about the pressure, the risk of burnout? Did you learn anything about the mental health side of things? Do you sometimes feel like you're just keeping your head above the surface? Are you dreading going back to work in September if you're a mainstream school teacher? Even if you're not, do you feel like you spend too much time planning and does it affect your work-life balance? After years of teacher training and development with teachers from all around the world, I noticed a pattern in the way teachers were feeling. There was a lot of negativity, a lot of overwhelm, a lot of near burnout and feelings of isolation, even if they enjoyed the teaching itself. Now, this obviously didn't go down well with me, so I decided to develop a workshop session called Mindset and Mantras, and I always do this as my introductory session when I get a group of teachers who stay for a week or more to do teacher development. Why? Because teachers need to hear these things. It's easy to forget. We're so bogged down, where's our headspace? Oh, we don't have any. So we can't really think about, I'm doing too much. How am I going to make some vital lifestyle changes? We just don't have the headspace to think about it. And also, what change can we bring if we're not happy with the way things are? We're great at beating ourselves up, I've said this before, and putting pressure on ourselves to produce these amazing lessons and inspire our students. We all struggle with the same things: motivating our students, producing engaging content, preparation and planning time, paperwork, the constraints of a curriculum and coursebook, and work-life balance, among other things. And all of this tells me a very simple thing. We need to put ourselves first. You need to focus on one thing, and that's you. And that's where Mindset and Mantras comes in. It's a group of sayings or mantras that I've developed that I think every teacher will recognise. I've produced a couple of episodes with some of these mantras, like 117, you won't reach every student, 119, step outside your comfort zone, and 126, plan less, react more. However, there are many more. And imagine, for a moment, how would it feel if you could discuss these things with other teachers in a small, intimate group, sharing your ideas and feelings and realising you're not alone? In the first module of my new course, Methods and Mindset, we do exactly that. We go through all of my mantras and you can talk about them in a small group. You can talk about what resonates, what you need to prioritise, and how these mantras relate to you personally, and sometimes your students too, but mainly you. You may have a light bulb moment. You may even have a small revelation. It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened. Sometimes it's really easy to feel alone, even if we're in a staff room full of teachers, although sometimes that isn't even the case. I worked in a school last year where out of 5 English teachers, I only ever saw 2 of them go into the staff room. They all had different working hours and 3 of them never actually did any planning at school. So there was no one to really lean on and no one to discuss these things with on a day-to-day basis. So how about getting together with some like-minded individuals and talking it out? Isn't this a great way to begin a course, starting with yourself rather than your students? How many courses offer that? A space to talk about how you feel with no judgment and all like-minded individuals who probably feel the same. It will be cathartic, therapeutic and highly valuable as a reflection tool for yourself and an assessment as to where you are and where you need to be with regard to your work-life balance and possibly your mental health. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you can join my waiting list for my Methods and Mindset course starting in late September. Right after sort of the chaos of the beginning of school is over, you can get all of that chaos out of the way and then focus on yourself and also improving your teaching using strategies that require minimal prep and more of a mindset shift than anything else. It's a 6-week course. Each module will be around 90 minutes, and the group aspect will give you accountability and motivation to implement everything that we talk about immediately. Everything we do can be put into practice the day after the module. There'll be a step-by-step approach. I won't overwhelm you with too much. We'll go deep on a few key concepts and ideas. There'll be time for you to talk, generate some ideas, do some practical tasks, and hopefully reflect. The link to the waiting list is in the show notes. Now, there's no obligation to do anything once you're on the waiting list. All that will happen is you will receive an email with a very special price that only you and members of my newsletter community will get. And this also means that you will get the chance to shape future courses with your feedback and also learn a hell of a lot along the way. The price of this course is for nothing considering the value that you will get, including starting off on the right foot with a positive mental attitude. Next week, I'll be back to tell you about the second and third module. And I think that if you're interested in this topic, then these 2 modules alone will make the course worthwhile, and you will get a lifetime of value out of these 2 sessions that I'm putting together. Okay, I'll leave it there for now. I'm always available to chat. Either join my newsletter community or DM me on my social medias. All the information is in the show notes. And until next week, as always, my darling gorgeous teacher, look after yourself. Have a peaceful week and share the love. Bye.